Hey guys, you're doing great. So welcome to the live. So today we are, going to wrap up few things. So there are a lot of misconception about domains and other things. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, myself Santosh. I work for Cognizant as a program analyst trainee, and I do freelancing as well on my leisure time. So feel free to reach out if you want any freelance projects or if you want to learn something new. So feel free to reach out. I'm available on LinkedIn and Instagram, so I don't use WhatsApp anymore. So feel free to reach out on those two platforms. So if you have any questions, please drop it in the chat so that we can take it up. So hope you can hear me, right? So I've been hi. So we have the first question. So let's start by answering the questions, and then we'll come to the conclusion that what are the if you have seen the thumbnail, so it says like can you change your domain? So the domain is the trickiest part on people how people work on various things and how company works on. So we'll tell you I know everything. So most of the things that I have experienced in the past 1 year or so during my intern and also full time job. So we'll let you know all those details. So stay tuned. So let's answer a few questions. Uh, so when can we expect to start our internship? So for many colleges it has started already. So I have been posting the same thing on for all the answers for the same question. So the thing is that for most colleges like the tier one or they have some standards. Okay, so Cognizant has some standards, so they follow their own standards to get people first to in first batches. So certain colleges will get the first priority to for people to join in. Okay, so they can join in at a faster pace, like they joined on Jan or third week of Jan. So still some colleges haven't got any emails, so the people have joined, and I have seen people commenting on the previous lives stating that I got my offer letter for joining intern on Jan. Maybe on Feb, someone is starting on Feb. So you might expect mid of Feb. So it takes time. So they want to revamp certain things, and they start off by giving offers. But the one thing that is sure is you will definitely get your offer. So you don't have to worry about that. So until then, you have to prepare for the assimilation test. So this time they take it seriously. Okay, so they separate domains based on that. So you have to clear the test to get into a development role. So quite a few people have asked like how to get into development domain. So it is really important that you crack the test. So I have two videos on that. So the just cover up the basics and some logic. So I have few comments from my LinkedIn. People who stated that the questions are too easy. So you don't have to study everything. Okay, so just cover up some basics, and it is really easy to crack it. So I have done two videos, okay, for C sharp. So C sharp, you learn the basics, okay, basics of C sharp, and the second video is developing an entire project based on that. Okay, so there is a small e-commerce platform where you give in the products and you get the output. So if you can do that, you can create a class, you can create some objects, you can get some variables, and do the some basics on class and other things. That is what people expect. So if you can cover that, it will be really helpful moving forward to that. Okay, so next is how to apply for this intern. So this is basically for campus recruit. So if you are from the Cognizant comes to most of the campuses, most of the college campuses. If the Cognizant doesn't come to your campus, I recommend that you go to careers.cognizant.com to get your shot for this intern. So there is intern portal, so you can apply there. So if you want any referrals too, I can give you based on your resume and other things. So you can reach out on LinkedIn or Instagram. So anything is fine with me. So what are the required skills for the internship? So you won't require any skills. So that is the beauty of Cognizant. So you start everything from scratch. So this is kind of a repeat. So I have been stating this for a long time. So they start from the scratch. Okay, so you don't require any programming knowledge to start this intern. Okay, so you can start from scratch if you don't know, if you are new to programming. I haven't touched any code, but it is recommended that you at least have some. I am currently in my third year. Can I apply? No, you have to be in a final year to apply to this intern. That too, you have to be in eighth semester or on seventh semester. So it is easy for them to catch up with those semesters. Okay, so that is the thing for getting new skills for internship. So you don't have to require any skills. You just have some basics covered. You will be good, doing with some basics. So next one. I usually Mittal have got Pune and then automation testing or so so automation is testing is on top of testing, or it is somewhat related to testing. So see guys, if you are into testing, so testing is not too bad. Okay, so in any company, okay, there will be like 3-4 teams. Okay, so sorry, in a team there will be like 3-4 group of people. Okay, there will be developers, there will be testers, there will be like who wants to design the project, and another one will be the scrum master, who will guide you through all the what are the things to be done and what is the flow that has been happening, and he will be like a moderator to from the client to your developer team. So there are a lot of people. So once you start testing, okay, so it is easy for testers to become a developer, so they understand the code, right? So when you want to test something, so if you want to test a car, what do? You know how to drive and what works, and so by testing things you will learn a lot of things, what developers don't. So developers don't write testing they have testing frameworks there, but no developer I will write testing codes, since we have a developer tester team, so they don't do that. But when you know how to test things, right? So when you do automation testing, you will use Selenium or some other tool for that. So automation is testing is nothing but I'll tell you a cool example of you can do something with testing. Okay, so your the Flipkart sales, Amazon sales, it is going on 12, right? So you can create your own bot. Okay, so this is just it's a disclaimer, so you don't have to this is the you can trust this process, but I'm not sure we'll get the outcome. So you there is some sales going on at 12, right? So what you can do, you if you know automation testing, Selenium. What you can do is you can launch a bot. Okay, you which product you want to buy. Okay, and what is your credit card and other numbers. So everything will be on your bot. So nothing goes to the cloud, or it doesn't it doesn't have to do anything with the cloud. Everything is in your computer. Okay, so we can create a bot which can buy that at 12. So humans cannot, there are difficult processes. You have to click here and there to uh, get the product, and you have to check out, and you have to do other things. Okay, if you can create a bot, okay, you can buy the product ASAP. So when it comes live, when it comes at 12, exactly at 12, you can launch the bot, and the bot will within a snap of a second, the bot will you will check out with the product. So you will get delivered to the project. So you have to build the entire flow. Okay, so entire flow from starting the application to finishing it. So it is really easy to if you know testing, Selenium, you can do so many cool stuff. So if time permits, we'll put some videos on that. Okay, so you can buy something with Amazon, you can buy Flipkart. So there was a scam to it, in railway. So if you have heard of it, an IIT guy has done something with this. So if you have heard the news, so it was something of this kind. Okay, so he created a bot which can buy, it can book, local ticket. So it was something of that kind. So if you're not testing, so remember guys, testing is not like a weird, or it is not a degraded level of the entire organization. So there are cool stuffs you can do with testing. So I came to know since my friend is working on testing. So he was doing something with these Selenium frameworks. So I thought like, why can't we do this with Selenium? So you are testing something, right? You are feeding in data. you are logging into the system and you are testing all the features. If it is working fine or not, you click the buttons, you type something on the input field. So why can't we do this? So you can even try out that. If time permits, we will put that in the channel. So you can also buy something if you want. You can buy any almost anything. If it goes live on sales, you don't have to worry about anything. You can just launch your bot and it will buy for you. So that is like a cool thing that you can do. So I hope that answers your question. So when to know about the domain. So we've been so the domains are after your assimilation test when you get into as an intern. So in a week you will get your assimilation test results. Okay, so you might expect the test to be in a couple of days after joining. So if you're joining on Feb 1, you can expect it on 3, 4, or those dates. So they have some I think they will conduct it on HackerRank. So they will get the results and see who crossed the bar that they set. So if you're crossing the bar, they will put you in development domain, or else the domains are nothing but you can change it. Okay, so we'll come to that later. So we have enough questions, so we'll answer those and then we'll come to the main topic of today's live. So I think that is done. Okay, when will we to know your domains, you have to wait. You have to get your results for the simulation test, and you will know what is your domain and what you will work on, and other details like what tech stack you will work on and what will be your future and other things. I think that answers your question. So carry, do we get a laptop? No, man, you won't get any laptop or desktop from Cognizant for intern. For full time offer, you will get a desktop, shipped to your home. So it is free of cost. You can use it. So yeah. So third years are not eligible for apply when the CSD program starts. I think it starts on March or it may start on April. So I am not sure. It will start too late, man. So it is just of learning. So I really don't recommend you to choose CSD. If you have chosen CSD, it will start pretty late, and the priority of getting your full time offer will be too late. So make sure that if you are confusing between CSD and internship, please do watch my previous video so you will get an idea of why you have to choose CSD over internship. So I really recommend that you go with interns. Okay. So for further details, you can watch that. So let's skip through a few things. So I have some what drawing it is. Okay, so a couple of people even asked this. So they have exams, semester exams, and they have the joining date. So you won't do anything like you just need to watch the induction program on the first day. Okay, so you just put it on. This is a disclaimer. So like you can put it on your cam on your exams are 3 to 3 hours, right? So 2 to 3 hours you have your exams. So what you can do, you can write your exams and then you can continue watching. So you don't have to inform anything to the organization of the organization. So if you want, like if you want to study for some time, you can even do it like you can turn on your webcam, or you have to join the meeting if they require, and you can study. You can keep the book under and you can study. So you don't have any problem there. So date of joining and exams, so you have to manage. So if you can't manage, it is pretty difficult. You cannot change your date of joining. It will be like hectic for them to map you again with whatever they have project. So it will be really difficult for them to map you onto the next batch. So it will be really difficult. So what you can do is you can manage both. So you don't have to tell them that I have my exams, I cannot manage. So they really don't want people to say such things. So there is no kind of excuse in when you move from college to if valid reasons, or they will take a valid reason. Okay, so if it is something valid, you can never shift it, or you have some different or urgent need to do that, you can reach out to them. But it is not like college. You cannot say excuses in offices like I have this thing to do, I have this thing to do, I cannot attend the meeting, I cannot join this time. So it is really important to join each and every meeting, and it is important to join and as early as possible. So try to be between 5 to 15 to 10 minutes before the meeting starts. So that is for date of joining. So tech, it's domain. So I work on ASP.NET. So I really don't want to work on that. I really love working with Django. and some machine learning. So yeah, I work on ASP.NET. I belong to a domain or BU called as banking and finance service, or BFS. So, so that is it for tech. Bhargavi. Okay, so I got joining date on 6th Feb. So this is the second, last, first batch of February, I guess. I have my semester exams still and today. So as I said, you can accept the offer, so they won't change your date. So you can keep aside your exams and other things. Okay, so you need the job more than your exam. So you can easily pass your exams. It is purely virtual, I guess, for most people. So easily you can crack your exams. Okay, so exams cannot be shifted as well. So this date of joining also cannot be shifted. So you cannot do anything to this situation. You can just accept the offer and you can join and you can prepare ASAP. So if you are you have time, right? You have 5 to 6 days, so you can prepare till then you can join the company on time. So I really don't recommend that you postpone or your offer letters. So fast Kishore, so no, I did not get any mail from Cognizant. So you have to wait. So this is another common question people get. So you don't get mail. So as we spoke earlier, uh, Cognizant has some priority. Like they have a list of colleges who has to be come on their first batch, second batch, third batch, and they have batches till March and April. So they have planned everything. So they will roll out offers on their schedule. So you don't have to worry. So you will get the offers though. Okay, you have to just wait. I think that answers your question, Kishore. So I'm from EC. Can I still apply for the interview? Will there be priority only? So even I am to an EC grad. So if you're from EC, this time they have they have given priority to the CS and IT dude. So so the problem is that they consider that CS and CS and IT guys are only the only good ones. So it is not it is the mindset of company. You cannot change it. Okay, so it is their mindset. But what you can do is you can develop your skills. Okay, you can go inside. After then you can shift it to other domains. So if you have skills, you can definitely move into other domains, and then you can easily go on to that. Okay, so it is not that the CS and IT will be given priority only when you enter inside. So it is like an entry ticket to get into company. So like you have the marks, right? So in this time you have your background or your domain. So CS and IT, you have your classification of CS and IT. So you get in faster, but EC guys you will get late, but you will definitely change after after getting into what the internship, and after a full time you can definitely change to different domains that you like. So that is the thing that I can say you now. So didn't get assimilation results yet. So Samyak, when you had your assimilation test, if you can tell that you will get it in a week or so. It can become late, a little late. So you can hold on to that. So it can take up to a week, since there are a lot of people coming in. So if they have to do everything virtual, so they have to manage a few things. So it is really hectic for them to handle all these logistics and other people coming in, other requests, and so there are a lot of things. Okay, that is it. Done. So Kumar, I am from Chennai. Still, I didn't get a mail about Cognizant. Please reply. So, so as I said, even in this slide, so you will get it. Okay, you have to wait. If you are from different priority colleges, they have a list. As I keep on repeating this. So, uh, you know. Uh, so they have a priority list. They come up with their role offers according to that. So you have to wait a little so to get your offers rolled out to you. No, but you will definitely get it. So the point that I'm keep on insisting is that you will definitely get your offer, so you don't have to worry. Ritik Raj and offer letter, and after how many months will okay. So what will happen is you will undergo internship, okay, for like 4 to 5 months. Okay, so for after 4 to 5 months, what you will do is you will have a 2 to 3 months of gap. Okay, you can complete all your exams and other things, other formalities, and they will onboard you. for the full time on batches in the same way that they have done for the internship. Okay, so each and every batch will have certain points. You have some points to be scored during your internship, which we will talk in a bit. Okay, if you can score high marks or better marks, you will move to you will get the offer letter soon. Okay, after 2 months or 3 months, you will get the offer letter. So you can join Cognizant immediately, and you can start your work, and you will get the salary. So I hope that is what you are expecting. So it is like that. You have to you have to get your jobs done, and you once you have 2 to 3 months of time, you will again go to there, and you can easily do that. So I hope that answers your question. So carry again, what projects are in the agency experiences? So see, the internship, you won't have any projects. Okay, so you have to work on it is not about the project, so you will start from scratch. But since it is Gen Z, next is a few people who they have selected, like they have some knowledge, extra additional knowledge, or they have set of knowledge on different skill sets. So they might they won't put you in projects. So let me tell you an example. Okay, so what happened to my friend. So the Selenium and testing guys are the first to go to the BUs. Okay, so all the developers, all the .NET, Java, and data warehousing and other batches, we weren't we didn't get any opportunity to get into BU, but the Selenium guys went for training into BU for a month. Okay, they had a project. They had a project, they have to complete it, and they have some scoring rates. They had that, but that is up to testing. So testing is not really bad. Okay, so Gen Z next, you don't have projects in your intern. So you after intern, you will have a you have to do a project alone. Okay, so that is people called as NTES. So you have this ADM Act. So that is where they evaluate people, and they evaluate people according to that, and they get offers, or they roll out offers according to that. So that is the most important project that you have to take it up, and you have to do it seriously, and give your best. Whatever you have learned in your internship, the entire internship for 4 to 5 months, you have to show each and every skill on there. So if you can show everything, then you will get a good domain after full time. So full time, you will get the same domain as what you have trained during your internship, but you might get into better project. So better project is what most people want. So if you want to get a better project, so you have to perform extremely well on the end test, or what do you call the ADM hack. So I think that answers your question, Carry. So take or involved development work or maintenance. So it is development. So we are still to start coding. So we are still analyzing what is the area and what they work on what they do as a business unit, what are the things that we have to learn before getting into a project. So that is what we are doing as of now. So, but we are into development mode. So maintenance, you will have maintenance, guys. So you should understand. So do you think that YouTube or even Google doesn't have a testing team or maintenance team? They will definitely have it. So they have to maintain all the servers. If everything is working fine, they have to keep everything chilled out on their data centers and other things. So it is not that one is good and one is bad. So you have advantages in both. So I'll give you on the date of joining. How much do you know? So you have your semester exams on the date of joining. So it is difficult though, but you have 3 hours of exam, right? So for those 3 hours of exam, you can skip the induction program. You can tell your sister or your brother to just look through your this is not recommended. I won't do that, but if in that case, since you have both clashing in the same day, or else you can inform that I have an exam, I won't be available for this time. So time duration is really important. It's not like college you have no, I need a half day leave. I need a full day off. You cannot say that. You have to specify the timeline, like from morning 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So you have to have the timeline. You have to stick to the timeline. Okay, so that is the thing that I would recommend. So you can reach out on private chat so that you will get more info. So we'll go to the next question. is there any chance of change of position from Gen Z to Gen Z next? Exam. So if you know some any tips to change, do let me know. I do want to change to Gen Z next. It's not about the salary though. You have 6.5, right? So we are still getting the 4. The previous thing that what they had. So see, the internal change can be done only after a year. So for a full year after you join as a full-time employee, you are treated like a trainee. So what you call is program analyst trainee. So trainee is nothing but you are still under some training. Okay, so you will get into a project though, but yeah, but you will be still trained. You won't start with development, but you will do some developments, but it won't get into real time effort. Like it won't affect the real time scenario. Okay, so you have to understand that. So Gen Z and Gen Z next is like that is the entry point. So you cannot change the entry point if you can perform. I think you have a separate separate interview for Gen Z next, right? So if you can perform well in that, so you will get a good Gen Z next, or you will get a good rematch. So you can never change, but the thing I can tell you is that after getting into Cognizant, you can definitely change. So that is what I want to say for that. So I'll move to next one. Maji sir, my TP going for me to in December, but no for our. So you have to wait, as I said, you have to wait till the offer letters are rolled out. So even the placement officers or whatever you call TPO, they have, they are still under pressure. They have to get people in. So in this pandemic, most companies don't hire, so they have to manage each and everything. So you have to wait and you will get the offer. So you don't have to worry about that. So my date of joining for intern is on 3rd, the 13th February. Okay, for the exams, I told you, right? So I think I have covered this earlier. So exams, you can shift, only the timing. So if you have exams for 3 hours to 2 hours, you can, notify them. You can send a mail stating that I have exams from this time to this time, so I won't be available, on this particular, time duration. So you can tell them prior so that they won't, ping you up on Microsoft Teams, or or they won't call you, or they won't do anything of such thing. So you can always ping them. So 25th Jan. So you wrote your exams, right? So assimilation is on 25th Jan. So you will get maybe on Monday. So since Saturdays and Sundays, they work on Saturdays and Sundays, but you will get it on maybe on Monday or Tuesday. So you have to wait. So Priya, I am an easy student with difficult qualification. So it is not about the easy, standpoint. So I am from an easy background. So if you are good at coding, if you are, it is not good at coding, but if you know some basics of coding, okay, so you can easily crack assimilation test. So I have covered each and everything how to crack it on my previous, lives for C Sharp. So you can use C Sharp. We have that in the ASP.NET domain. If you are put into ASP.NET, it will be easier for you to grasp all those concepts, and you can use it. Okay, so you can check out those two videos. I have covered all the things you have to you have to be trained on to get crack the assimilation test. So I hope that answers your question, Priya. Manik, is there any problem in certificate verification if the name was changed in Aadhaar? So name change has to be notified. Okay, so if you have changed your name in Aadhaar card, they won't strictly verify those, but it is recommended that you, after you join in, okay, so after you join in as an intern, you can change your name in your portal. So I don't want to change the portal name, so but you can do it in a if you can reach out after this live, I'll let you know those details. So but you can change your name after that, but it is mandatory that you have names, the same name throughout your, certification and other, 10th, 12th and other, mark sheet. So it is really recommended that you have the same names, or you just intimate them that the name has been changed. I will update the change in certificate soon. So you have to intimate that to them so that they don't, think that you are a different person. So they won't, target you out of the full time offer or other things. So you can change your name. So we will receive our ID cards while internship. So you want to have the ID cards of Cognizant. So fine. So for internship, it is purely which one. So I don't think you will get your ID cards. But after you join us in full time, you will have an ID card which you can swipe in and out to get your access, and you can note your time. So you have to follow your 9 hours of work time. So Cognizant has a new policy update of 8:30 to 9:30, 6:30 p.m. of different time schedule. So they are adapting to that. So you will get your ID cards after you get in. Can change bank account details? Yeah, of course you can change your bank account details. So they have a set of banks, okay? So they have a set of banks which you will be notified. So they will tell you that these are the banks that we operate with. So you will get your salary early in the morning. So like I got my salary yesterday. So it's not even 31st. Today is 31st, but I got it yesterday, day before yesterday. Sorry. So if it is 31st, you will get a day before 30th. So that is how Cognizant operates. So you will have a fun time, guys, at Cognizant. So I'll tell you that. Change. How are you, bro? Great, man. Doing great. It's only C sharp will be in the simulation test C or Python. So I don't think Python, they might have included this thing Python, but they had previously C sharp and Java. So if you know any of these two, it is recommended that Java, C sharp, or C plus plus they had, I think. I'm not sure, man. You have to ask them this time. So last time we had Java and C sharp, so this time they might have changed. So you have to check them that what kind of language that they need. So if you can type it in Python, Python will be pretty easier for you to it is just like 3 to 4 lines of code. You can complete any program that you get in assimilation test. So you get a for loop, you have some conditional, so you will get the output, you will get the answer. So that is how it is for Python. So since I work on Django, so I know a bit of I work on entirely on Python. So C sharp and Java. Yeah, yeah, man. So thanks for that answer. So if you know, you can help out people so that they get their answers. So okay, is my stream lagging? So is it fine now? I'm not sure. Anjuman, can you confirm that now it is fine? I don't think it is lagging or something. Okay, let's move on then. We have to solve MySQL. So you can use any of the query languages, MySQL, T-SQL, or Oracle. So it is up to you. You can choose anything. So let's move on. Priya again. Can we get it our preferred location? Hyderabad. So coming to the preferred locations, okay. Yeah, thanks, yes. And you can, so preferred locations, you will get it. So some people have asked this, very good question that why do you want to give my preferred location if internship is virtual? So hands off to you guys for asking that. So for that you will get a one time preferred location. They will intimate you for the first time. Okay, before you get into internship. So you have to get your preferred locations right on that time. So you cannot change. So you have to get your preferred locations right at that time before the intern. So you will have some Google Sheets or you have a Google Forms. You have to fill it. So you can choose your preferred location. So that is up to you. You can do that, but you will get the preferred location mostly. So I set my preferred locations as Bangalore and Chennai, but I got Coimbatore since it is near my college. So they have a few things, but for full time I got Bangalore. So it is even if you move to different location for intern, since it is virtual, so you will definitely get your preferred location during your full time. So full time is more important than intern. So intern is just for 4 months. So you don't have to worry about if you get intern for various locations. So full time is the thing that you have to concentrate on. So you'll get your preferred location, Hyderabad, right, Priya? So you'll get it. So if my joining date was 16, then I will get salary. Yeah, sure, man. So they will calculate the salary based on the number of days. So you will get that on you're starting on 16th on Feb, right? You so 16th you will no 16th then you will get the salary for Feb. So you don't have to worry about that. So moving on, Chetna, how to get CS dumps. So there is nothing called as dumps. So dumps are it is not a certification exam to get dumps. So uh, you just need to concentrate on your basics. So get your basics right. Okay. So as I said, earlier, I have a video on C and C sharp assimilation, just clearing. You can take it as a dumps. So those are the standard, procedure or standard questions, that come up. Like you need to solve a pattern, and you have to have some class. You have to do something with the class manipulation and other things, and you can, do that. So those are the dumps for you if you want. You call it as dumps. So you have, you cover your basics, right? Okay. So that will help you a lot in, moving ahead on intern after intern. You can easily go to that. So that is for done. So you have texted me four times on the chat. So I hope that answers your question, right? For the dumps, you can refer to the video. So if you want, you can we'll put another video. Uh, you can do that. So is there a lag, guys? So is it fine now? Okay, let's move on. So uh, yeah, sure. We'll do that. We'll update my video on simulation is so that you can get it. So give me a So yeah, let's continue. So I hope the stream is good now. So let's come to the questions. So let's move on. So why Cognizant is asking for location for return unit? Yeah. So that for that question, so I think we had the answer for that. For locations, you have to give it on your before your intern so that you will get the same thing on your full time. So how many months of intern will be there for? No, it may depend. So 4 to 5 months usual. So that depends. So 4 to 5 months. So you might get more than that as well. So Okay, let's move on. Sharma, I go. I do some certifications in data science field along with internship. Will I be looking on full time respect of my domain? So for this, they have a certification policy. Okay, you after you get into Cognizant as a full time, you can you can do certifications. Okay, so you can do data science or whatever certifications that is available at Cognizant. They have partners. They have partnered with Oracle. They have partnered with Google. They have Microsoft Azure. So you can do certifications of that. You can once you crack that. Okay, so I am stating that if once you crack the percentage, like Oracle, they have 70%. So if you can score more than that, you will get your refund. So you will the entire amount will be transferred to you. So once you crack, once you clear that. So moving on, for that is for the so the domain change, right? So once you crack that, once you have a certification, after a year you can change your domain. So for a year you have to stick with the same domain that you are assigned with the intern. So once you do that, then you can shift to the domain that whatever you have. You want like if you want to do data science, you can do data science. If you want to do machine learning, data analytics, business analytics, whatever you like, you can do it. So moving on, yeah, please upload a video to help clearing all training. So we have two videos already, as I said. Sisha, we have the entry level test part one and part two. So if you haven't watched that, please do. We'll update another video if possible so that you can crack your assimilation test. So I am from Pankaj. I am from mechanical, so it will be difficult for me to crack. So for you guys, see, the assimilation test, tests you for the basics. So once you have the basics right, so it is really easy for them to, assess you on different things. So that is it for uh, basic, programming for mechanical domain or other, CS and I. Apart from CS and IT guys, uh, you can crack it though. Okay, so I'll tell you another, I'll put out another video on assimilation test alone. Okay, separate video on assimilation test maybe on next Wednesday. Okay, so next week, Wednesday. So you can check that out. You can join the live and see. I know what are the. I'll tell you the questions. Okay, so like what kind of pattern they will ask. So you can train yourself on HackerRank and other platforms so that it will help you to crack your assimilation test. Okay, so you can start learning Java or C Sharp. So that is up to you. For both the languages, you have two domains. Spring Boot, Java Spring Boot, or you will have ASP.NET. So you have two domains for that. So I hope that answers your question. I'm from a non-engineering. So that is what I was, talking about in the previous, question. So if you can, it will be of two basics. So we'll put out a video on that. Okay, assimilation test and other things. You can really check that out, and you will get an idea of what questions to expect and how do you prepare and other things. Okay, so we have a video on that. We already have a video on part one and part two for C Sharp. So you can check that out. We'll continue for the sequel as well. Moving on, Raghavi, though I have done the internship. Third year at your place. So third year I did the virtual intern. So it was a virtual intern with the company. So if you third year you can do it. So if your college allows you to do it, you can definitely do your intern at third year. So it is not that you cannot do that. You can definitely do that. any particular portal for that? You can use LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, I really recommend. So there are a lot of fake, portals, job portals. They ask for money and they give you an intern kind of a thing. So it is totally fake. So you can really trust on LinkedIn, or if you want any specific company, I want to work on this, or I want to work on that. If you want any specific, company, so you can definitely check that out, or you can do with that, those companies. So you can do that as well. Some guidance for mechanical students. So for those guys, will put that as separate video guys. So I think that will be that will be like good for you guys to see, for specifically for non CS and IT guys. We'll put a separate video for, we'll do a um, exam cracker tips. Okay, so we'll have some questions, and I'll tell you how to crack them and how do you solve it. So just know about basics, and you can easily crack it out. Like if you can spend some time in, every day, like for a week, you can definitely crack the simulation test. So Naveen, I think that answers your question. Coming on to Naveen Kumar, if you don't complete some course or we get 6 taken. So when intern extends, so your stipend also will extend. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So when they go after, when it goes, when your intern goes beyond four or 5 months, you will definitely get your salary. So you don't have to get, you don't have to worry about the stipend part. So moving on, Sharma, as agency next results were declared late. Late affect internship date and full time. So it won't affect. So once you get Gen Z next, right? It is in the next level of Gen Z, right? So you get a better pay. So you will be like the priority list. Okay, so you will get into internships. Since if the results are delayed, you might get into you might be delayed to get into intern. But once you get into intern, you will be preferred for the full time. So it is you don't have to worry about that. So for the internship, you can just go there and learn stuff. But for the full time, you will be like a preferred you will be like a preferred set of people to get into Cognizant. So I really hope for that. So you will definitely get into that. Date of joining, it won't really affect your date of joining and other things. So moving on, anything location of internship and the full time is same or not? So for full time and internship, so you will give your preferred locations before internship, right? So you might get the same location for internship. So let's say if someone gives the preference for Hyderabad and Bangalore, okay? Bangalore and Hyderabad, you can get your internship at Hyderabad, and you can if you're in Hyderabad, you can get your internship at Hyderabad, and if you prefer for Bangalore for full time, it is they will try to map you with Bangalore. So if your preferred location is Bangalore, they will definitely try to map you with Bangalore if there are any vacancies, and it really depends on business unit and what is their requirement. So if that requirements matches your time slot and your batch, uh, sorry, so you can definitely you can do that. So you will definitely go with that might change. So locations of full time internship might change. So you can definitely expect that. So any tips to excel at internship? So what you can do with internship? So you have a lot of time. Okay, they are paying you to learn. So what you can do, you can leverage what they give. They give the Udemy access for free. So each and every, if you just type it out, okay, you just go to your Udemy portal and type what are the things that you have to learn. You can definitely type it out and you can learn anything you want. So what you can do with your internship is that you can prepare beforehand. So once you start with the intern, you know that this is the domain that I'm gonna move. After your assimilation test and other things, you will know that this is the thing that I will be pertinent, and this is what I will work on. So you can prepare beforehand. This is what I was saying in previous lives as well. So you can prepare on beforehand. You can learn stuff faster. So let's say if the timeline is for a week, you have to learn C sharp basics, for a week. You can learn it in a day or so, or maybe 1 day or 2 day, and you can start, with other, frameworks and other things. Okay, once you start it, I'll put some videos so that you will get some guidance for, ASP.NET domain. So if you're getting into ASP.NET, I can really guide you throughout the process. So since I have been put into the same process, so I'll be able to guide you easily throughout your internship for ASP.NET. So I don't really have any knowledge about Java, but C Sharp and ASP.NET domain, I'll be really glad to help you out on that domain. So even with Django Python, I'll be really happy to help you out even with those tech stacks. So I think that's all for the question. So I think most of the things that I have prepared are were answered. So changing your domain, you can go with once you get into intern, then you can choose like what is the thing that I have to go have some intern do your intern, get your full time. After full time for a year, you can change your domain. So changing internally is more easier. Like the structure. You have already been in Cognizant for a year, so you know the structure and it's easy for you to change. Okay, so you just need to approach the managers, or you can even apply through the portal. They have a separate portal for doing internal changes. Okay, so you go there, you apply for that. You will have an interview with the same like what you had for this Cognizant, joining Cognizant. So you will have specifically, they will ask you questions about the domain and why you have to change and what skill set you have. Someone has some certifications with data science, right? So you can show that there. So that is the place where you have to show your certifications and other things. So what you have worked on, or your freelance projects or other things, you can definitely work on. That to make sure that you can do the project, you can join their team. Okay, you should definitely show that to them, guys. So that is the time that you can change your domain. So it will take a year to change your domain, then you can move forward on your career path. So some have asked me like, hey Santosh, I already know the most things. Like it is not their fault to join Cognizant, but if you know most of the things and you have learned, or you are already into programming, you have developed several websites and there are into production, it is really easy for you to switch. So there are a lot of companies. Once you are done with the intern, you can apply for other companies during your intern. So nothing stops you from doing that. So you can apply for other companies and see if you can, if you can crack it. Even during your internship, after completing your intern, you can switch to different companies. So it is really easy for you to switch after you join Cognizant. So what else we have? Kusama, thanks. Keep work. Yeah, I don't do hard work, but yeah. So these lives are to like help you guys. So I didn't have anyone to help me out like this. There were no people helping me out. So I thought like, why can't we help these people who are struggling? I face the same struggle like you guys do. You have ton of questions, right? So there were no one to answer these questions for me. I was like, I was like in a forest where nobody was there. So it was like really difficult for me to Yeah, put all these questions. I don't know where to even put these questions to. So to whom to throw these questions at. So you have an opportunity, you can use it, you can reach out, and I'll definitely try to help you guys. So I do even comment on all the comments. So I hope all your answers are getting answered in a few hours or so. I try to keep up with that. So all the comments, if you can just read out the videos, comments, each and every comment, I try to answer more all the comments. So yeah, will our mentors give permission to write exam for 2 days, 3 days for those? Yeah, of course. So 2 hours is nothing much. But you have to complete your work. So you don't have to reach out to your mentors. You will have some coaches. Okay. So you have to reach out to them stating that I have some exams. I won't be available. So you can do that, and then you can start your exams and complete it, and then you can join back. So 2 hours they can easily manage. So you don't have to do that. So you can ask permission. The important thing that is they won't cut the salary for 2 hours. So they'll give you the entire thing. So stipend will be given. So thank you guys, Raj and Mendes. I think that question. 2 days or 3 days, you will get your answers. So you will get your promotion. So you don't have to worry about that. They will allow you. So please keep it up. So thanks, guys. So if you can support me, so we'll put out more videos on your queries. We'll clear out more queries, and we'll for the assimilation test you asked, a lot of them. I think you are the one you asked dumps, right? So we'll put out another video specifically for I won't call it as dumps though. Okay. So we'll discuss about few questions or the pattern that which they ask. So we'll do that. Then it is easy for you guys to get in and then do the job. So once you clear the assimilation test, it's really important to clear your assimilation test and show that you are you are different from others. So Cognizant hires from all, like from all different domains they hire. They want people who can do the job. They want to know the people who can do the job. So that is really important for them to classify you. So it will be easy for them to put you in different projects. So they know that this guy is doing great, and if PI is doing great, you can put them in different domain. Parvi is doing great. I can put her in this project. So that is really depends on what your project is and what how you can showcase your skills to them. So that is really important. So that is why they have the assimilation test, right, guys? So they have a test and they need to classify you to easier their task than you as well. So you also need to know where you stand among people like cognizant or just the normal people of where you stand. What is the difficulty level of other people or what is their standard. So you need to know that. So this is the great place where you can know that this is their strengths on this is my weakness. I have to work on these areas. So you can definitely work on those areas. So my date of joining was 30th January. Now okay. So did they postpone? Okay. After you join in or like you are yet to join in. So have you taken up the induction program? Okay. So if you haven't joined the program, so then they might have postponed the entire thing. So as people have exams, right? So if there is in a batch, right? They have like 100 people, 150 people. If particular college has some exams, They might, if people have requested, right? Few people, I'm not sure, I don't remember their names. So if I can catch them out, I think. So few have asked, right? They have some exams. Bhargavi has asked, they have some exams in, date of joining. So if that happens, they might shift the entire batch to, February. So they might have done that. So, but it won't affect your full time time. So it has just 2 to 3 weeks of time. So it won't affect your full time offer. When will they declare the results? Um, So let's take up the assimilation. So results, you will get it in a week. So after you taken up the exams, you might get it in a week. So a week of time, you will get the assimilation test results. So don't worry if you don't even crack the assimilation test. Some people, once they they don't crack the assimilation test, they give up. So it is just an test to assess you. So if you're, let's say, if you crack that, okay, so if you don't have the right skill set, you will be forced to learn things. So which you are not in that type of learning things. So it is really difficult for you to, if you like, I know only the just a minimal level of coding, and if I clear the assimilation test, then it is difficult for me to learn some advanced concepts of programming, right? So it is basically you are putting yourself into trouble. So try to, if you know that you can crack it, if you can attempt it and you can crack the assimilation test. Or else you can learn it. Learning is it is ever ending. So you have to learn different things after, even after getting into cognizant. So it is really important that you do that. So I'm in my sixth sem of I think it's college name. So you have to be in the seventh semester, and it is really recommended that you are in the final the final semester or before that. So in the seventh semester you can apply for the intern. Even after eighth semester you can apply. I'm not sure you can apply for the sixth semester. So I don't think sixth semester they won't get you for sixth semester, but you can apply on seventh semester. So seventh semester is what recommended. But if you want to get some different interns, right? So you can reach out on LinkedIn. So the LinkedIn jobs, you can. There are a lot of jobs. There is no there are a lot of interns they recruit. So you can reach out there and you can definitely get any of the interns there. Then you can join Cognizant. So if you are willing, then you can join Cognizant after those interns. So sixth semester, no man, you cannot join. Others. So Bhargavi again. Who should be being about the semester exam who has leave. So you have coaches. So you once you join and right, so you will have some coaches. So you can just send them an email that I won't be available for 2 hours on this particular day. So you can just drop them a mail so that they at least know that what you're doing, and you just inform them in prayer so that they don't uh, block your calendar on that particular time. So if you guys, okay. So I'm available on Instagram, or you can contact on LinkedIn. Okay. Anything is fine with me. So you can reach out on both Instagram and LinkedIn. So I'll be available on LinkedIn. LinkedIn most of the time I'll be using it. So on Instagram I'll just come at morning and night. So if you can reach out at that time, it will be really easy for me to answer your question. So LinkedIn I'll be available. So you can drop a mail on LinkedIn, or you can even contact me on my number. So I don't use WhatsApp, so I don't recommend for doing WhatsApp also. So you can switch to Signal. So it is more secure. So it is really uh, you can do that. So I will share my details. So if you want to reach out, you can definitely do that. I'll be glad to help you out on anything. Like we'll put an assimilation dumps for you. So you are the one who asked, right? So we'll definitely do this dumps thing. So we'll make sure that we have a handful of questions. So we'll prepare some questions and we will, do that. We'll take up the questions, and if time permits, we'll, we can even take few questions from there. You can even solve it. So you get an idea of how to solve questions, and you will have time constraint, right? So you cannot solve the question for infinite time. So you have a time constraint like 1 hour to 2 hours. You have to solve 3 to 4 questions. So Instagram, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, let me quickly share. So you can find it on the description as well. So even in the description, I have all my social profiles. So I think, okay. So as we have spoke, details for training and other thing. Okay. So it is really important that you concentrate on whatever domain that you have been put. Okay, so if you're put into testing, don't feel bad. Or if your friend is in development, so if you are, if you have, two friends like you one is in development and one is in testing, so you can definitely, see to them that what they do. So I had a friend like who was in testing. Okay, so I got to know these. I know I told you earlier, like the Flipkart trick that you can do to get your, products. You can order it online. So that is a trick that I learned from him. So if you are, if he's not put into, testing, and if he's into development, then it is really difficult, for me to learn these tricks, right? So it is equally important that you know both testing and development. So if you want to develop something, when people, test, in a different way, so you should really, see to that what is the testing all about, and what the testers do. So you have to develop in such a way that what kind of bugs you can expect. So it is really recommended that you know how to how the testing team works. And if you have any friend who is, into testing, you can really, you can both do a collab and you can see what the testing team does, and you can teach him what development or what kind of development that they do. You can really do that. So you can do a collab and see, different things. Yeah, we'll do the video, so don't worry. So Raghavi, one those on tips for non-CSA students. So tips for non-CSA students. So you can start learning from now. Okay, so I already said that we have 2 videos on C Sharp and, a small project, e-commerce project, command line project. So that will be like a project that you will do it in Cognizant. After a week of time, you will, do something of that kind, and you will submit to the, you will show to the mentor over there, to the SME. Okay, so that is the entire thing that you will do. So I have showed you everything, so you can learn from those 2 videos. So we'll take up another video on this assimilation test, and specifically for, some tips for, CS, non-CS, IT background students. So it will help you a lot, since I am even from a non-CS, background. So but I'm really interested towards programming. So I really don't, mind people, when people say that I am from a CS and IT background, really don't care about, CS and IT background or other, domains. So it's really important that what you can do for the company, right? So it ultimately comes to, that. So if you can show your skills, if you can, show your skills and get the job done, it is really beneficial for the company as well, and the, organization, and for you as well. So you know what you can do, and what you are up to. So it is really recommended that you can do that. So CS and IT background and other guys are pretty much the same, but people give priority to them, since they have learned entire thing in their 4 hours, so 4 years, sorry. So the CSIT guys, sorry, the EC and other, background, people haven't learned, in depth like the CSIT guys. Since they don't have the programming papers, you might get few, right? So how many papers you have? You had like the programming papers. So how much you had? Like how many you had? So it is recommended that you know, if you are into the software industry, if you are in the IT industry, you have to learn programming. So once you start after a few years, right? So once you uh, start your journey within a year or so, this CS and IT background or other things won't matter at all. Okay, so once step out of college, you are like everyone. So everyone will treat you like IT dude. So you are not like CS, and you won't be separated into like the non-CSE background, and these guys are good at programming and these guys are not. So it is they won't split you with that. So you don't have to worry about the non-CS and IT background and other things. So once you're into IT field, you have to learn coding. So that is the only thing that I can tell you right now. So with that said, I don't think we have any more questions. So everything is answered by now. So two papers, right? So the CS and ID guys have 8 to 10 papers. 8 to 10 papers or even more. If any CS and ID guys here, you can clarify. That how many papers you have, how many papers you had. So if you have 10 papers, so the mindset of the company is that if you have these many papers, then these guys should be good at coding. But I won't say they are not good at coding, but they have to equally, give opportunities to the non the CS and IT background. So they will give if you are having some skill set, if you have some certifications to back it up. You have participated in the hackathon, or if you have participated in some competition, you can really do that. So if you have participated in any competitions, outside, you can other companies. So some companies have these hackathons. So if you have participated in that, you can show it to them so that they recognize your skill. So that you have to show it, right? So they won't come to everyone and ask you like, hey, do you have this skill? Do you have this skill? Do you have the programming? Do you know cloud? Do you know machine learning? Do you work on machine learning projects? So they won't ask that. You have to show to them, or you have to convey it to them in some way. So I think the stipend is clear, right? So you will get 12K. So purely virtual this time. So you don't have to go there. We don't see any questions. I hope everything is answered. Okay, guys. So we'll see you on next Wednesday. So we'll do this assimilation dumps and other things. Okay. So and then we'll cover up SQL if possible on Monday. Okay, Monday or maybe on Tuesday. If possible, we'll put it on Tuesday. Let's see. I'm not sure. So Wednesday we'll put the dumps. Okay. So Wednesday I think there's another live schedule. So we'll do the dumps after maybe on Friday, and on Sunday next Sunday we'll take up the SQL. So I think that will be easier for you guys. So SQL is nothing but another language where you interact with the database. So you have the C sharp and other things, right, for interacting with the hardware part. So the same way you the web of another application. So the same way you have a SQL to interact with database. So we had a question, and I think it is deleted now. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to post that in the chat. Okay, so we'll take it up and then we'll close this live. So it is like 1 hour 50 minutes, but it is okay that you at least get your answers right. So at least you get some help on that part. So we'll wait for a few minutes for the questions to come in, or else we are done for the day. I think thanks a lot, guys, for joining on your Sunday. So hope you are enjoying your weekend. So we hope you have enjoyed. You are ready for your day to start. So we have the question. So what are the documents we need to submit at this stage? So basic things, man. So like your 10th, 12th certificates, you need to submit your this semester mark sheets and other personal details and Aadhaar card, PAN card, and your passport, driving license, and other things. So basic things. So once you get the date of joining, right, for the internship, you will have a portal where you can upload all your details. Yeah. I hope that answered your question, Mohan. We'll wait for a few minutes. Then we'll yeah, guys. Thanks a lot for joining. So most people don't join. I don't even do lives on Sunday, but there are a lot of people who have joined and yeah, ton of questions. So thanks for joining on your Sunday again. We'll do coding lives. Okay, so if you want, live coding sessions, we can do it on C Sharp. So once you guys join in, right? So once you guys join in on domain, so let me know your domain. So we'll do a separate live on domains and other things. Okay. So once that is done, we will go with C Sharp. So if you are finding difficult to understand few concepts, we can do a separate live for taking up those concepts. Okay. For ASP.NET, I will be giving you full support. So Java, I cannot do that. If you're into Python, please feel free to reach out. Even Python, I can help you a lot in Django or Flask or any other Python framework you work on. Will get any announcement for TCS till now internship. So Mohan, you have to wait. So it is the same for everyone. So you have a priority. I think this is the last time that I will be saying stating this. So they have a priority list. Okay. So they have priority list of colleges. They pick from the top. Okay. They have a queue. If you want to go with programming terminology, they have a queue. They pick it from the top. Okay, or stack. So they begin from the top and they roll out offers to various colleges. So I'm selected for CTS, but and then so you can expect it on mid-Feb. So that is the timeline that you can expect for your internship to start. So while we wait, let's turn on some music. Has anyone play Rocket League? Rocket League fans? So I think every Sunday we can go live with some gaming. So if you are playing Rocket League, we can play like CTS team which can play Rocket League. So if you can, if you are interested in that, you can definitely do that. You always need to chill up, guys. So you can play games to refresh your mind and energy. So that is what I do. So you can do the same if you want. Okay, in internship, what is that? Or what is the type of topic is covered? So it depends upon your domain. So if your domain is C sharp, ASP.NET, you will start from basics of C sharp, then you will go into ASP.NET MVC, and you will learn how the framework works and what is the uh, you learn about the MVC, and you will learn about the framework. You will learn about how to connect database to that and all other operations. So those are the things that you will learn. The entire full stack you will learn. So from the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you will learn everything. We'll let you know once you join in. So you will get to know, you will get to know what are the things that they teach after you get in. So those are the primary things that they cover. If you want to learn additional things, you can also do that. I think that answered your question. So any more question, guys, or else we are closing this live. It is like hour of time. So I don't think we have any more questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop a message on LinkedIn or Instagram. Okay, guys, I hope it's time. So, we'll catch you live on Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday we have live for the project and what you have to do in the projects. So we have the live for that on Wednesday. So you can join that. Is the joining location of internship same or different? So Sidhu, it is like it won't be different. Okay, so since it is purely virtual, so you might get your job locations as your preferred location. So most 95% of the time you will get your preferred location as your job location. So it will match 95% of the time, but sometimes it might not. Due to the business requirement and the views and availability of other things, other external factors, so you might not get that. So even if you don't get your preferred location, once you are done with first year, you can definitely switch to different projects. So projects are the one which decides the location. So if you can move to different projects, you will be into different locations. So you can definitely change your domain or change your project. So after getting in. So I hope that answered your question. So we don't have any more questions coming in. Yeah. So we'll wait for another minute. If you have any question, that in, or else we'll wind up. This is already, you guys spending your Sunday here. So, so if you like this, please, do subscribe and keep supporting. So we'll do another live. Keep doing lives so that you get to know things that after you join into Cognizant, what you have to do and other things. So internship, are you asking about how long is the intern? How long? Okay. So it depends. So once if you do good in your internship, so you will be, you will get the priority for joining as a full time. Okay. So once you join as an intern, you have to perform in a way that they need you. Like they are looking for people who can work. So if you can show that you can work during your intern, then easily they will you will get it in 2 to 3 months. So minimum is 2 months. So they might call you even after 8 months. So that is how long that it can take max. So minimum it can be 2 months to max 8. So it depends on your performance. Okay, I think so. One last thing I would say before we leave. So for the assimilation test, right? So once you cover your basics, so if you are, there are two different people. So let me classify, two different people. Okay, we'll take up the questions. So is it possible to get just after internship? Yeah, you will get the full time offer after internship. So, we can classify this assimilation test or the people into two categories. Okay, so one is people who haven't, done their programming. Okay, so who haven't thought of programming or who hasn't had any knowledge of programming. They are like a beginners. Okay. So second, category of group of people is they know programming. They have done programming, they know some basics, so they have covered their basics and they are doing their programming. Okay, they are like a CS and IT guys, or maybe they're EC or other students who are interested in programming or come to that category. So what they need is these two categories to like at least have some percentage, right? They need people who are good at coding and they need people for testing. So, what the factor comes into place, your skills in programming and your mindset. So, once you are, into internship after you clear your after you clearing your assimilation test, right? So you show that I am good at coding and I can do a bit of coding. So you show that. The first thing that you do is you show that I am good at coding. I can do programming. I can learn different things. So that is the only thing. That is another thing that you show. The second thing is that you already have the skill on what they can train on top of. Okay, you have the base. You have the base of programming and other skills. The company can train you on different advanced skill set so that they can lift you up. Okay, I hope I make sense. So you have the base, right? If you have the base, right, they can give you some additional training so that they can lift you up. So that is what they do with the assimilation. They want to pick people who are good at programming. Then they can build on top of that. They can train you on Angular. They can train you on Node. They can train you on React. They can train you on any different languages, or they can do different frameworks. and they can give people the advantage that these guys are good at these things. So why can't we recruit them in a faster way? So you will get a priority to join Cognizant. So those are the benefits of you having these programming skills. So I definitely recommend that you join Wednesday's live. So we'll discuss all about the project, end project that you have to do, and we'll discuss all those things. And so that will really help you on getting along after the full time. So full time will be like a piece of cake for you. You can do different projects. You can join different projects, and you can definitely do all those wonders. So those are the two things that I want to say to end this live. So if you have any further questions, okay, with what I just said, you can feel free to reach out or you can drop a message. So we'll wait for just a minute and then we will close this live. So I hope you can hear your musics, right? So I don't see any questions. So Vinay, I think I answered your question, right? So if I have answered your questions, please do leave a thumbs up so that he can know that your question is answered. So I think we don't have any questions. Thanks a lot for joining us. So it was really great talking to you all. So next time we will start with the final year project and we will take up the simulation test dumps. So stay tuned for that. So thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining. Have a great week ahead. So I wish you have a great week ahead. So we'll meet you on Wednesday. So stay tuned. Bye bye. Take care.